Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of the Fight Council meeting. I am your fight director and head of the Fight Council, Paul Atlas, and once again, we are live to talk about the week that was in Fight Underground and the week that will be. I am joined again this week, as I always am, by several of our Fight Council members. We are going to have a new member with us this week. As well as we are going to kick things off with our next Fight Council reveal, and that is coming on right now. Dash Bennett. Dash Bennett is joining the Fight Council. This young man has been all around the tri-state area, up and down. He has held several titles, both in singles and tag team wrestling. Dash Bennett is now a member of the Fight Council. And Dash, I am going to bring you in to talk to us, brother. For those of our listeners who don't know a lot about Dash Bennett, why don't you kick off the show by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for the invite, Paul, especially calling me a young man. I coincidentally enough, am celebrating my 20th anniversary in the business as of today, so perfect timing for joining the council with my brothers and sisters that I've spent those 20 years with. Like I said, started 20 years ago in Moundsville, West Virginia, quickly exploding onto the scene in West Virginia, Ohio, the greater Pittsburgh area. Started out as a tag team wrestler, as a member of the Premier Players, found a great deal of success there. And after a while, found my own as a singles wrestler and had some even greater success there. I will definitely give a shout out to fellow council member Stacy Hunter, reason for a lot of that success during my singles run. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a member of the Fight Council, and I'm looking forward to using my expertise to help mold this young group of wrestlers coming on now.
All right, very good. Dash, thank you, and welcome to the council. Also joining us for the first time this week is a Fight Council member. It is Shiki. Shiki, my man.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, brother, why don't you fill in the people on what the Sheik is all about?
Oh, let me tell you. It's like 21 years ago, I think it was, 22, with the on and off retirement. It was the only gimmick that I can ever pull off, being a Puerto Rican Hispanic, playing the Iraqi bad guy. And I think I did a pretty good job.
Without a doubt, brother.
Thank you. And everybody's giving me opportunities. I got opportunities from Bubba, Ken, and all the rest of the crew. You know, I made a family out of this business.
All right, brother. And it is great to have you on our council with us.
Thank
you, also joining us this week for the first time, rather young member for the council, the man himself, Christian Noir. Christian, welcome to the Fight Council meeting, and why don't you fill the folks in on all things that are you?
Thank you, Paul. Christian Noir has always been about intimidation, mind games, instilling fear in all your opponents. Never mattered your size, what you've done before. Been wrestling for about 8 years, product of Brandon K and Dean Radford. Traveled tri-state area, had some great feuds, even went toe-to-toe one of our other council members, Justin Idol. That's Christian Noir. Face paint and ruining your life.
All right, brother. Good to have you here. It's good to have that young blood on the Fight Council. All these old guys with the gray in the beard. So.
I think I got a little gray in my chin here.
All right. Well, welcome to the council, brother. And we are going to get into the week that was with Fight Underground. We had our recent Underground Showdown this past week. It was tag team action. It was Warhoss. It was OSHA Inc. Monday, we saw the face-off where tensions rise between the two groups. Then we saw the match itself on Tuesday, where Warhoss just pretty much mowed over OSHA Inc., made short work of them. And if you notice the aftermath, all you saw was Warhoss, but that is because, or as of right now, OSHA Inc. is no more. Warhoss has put them on the shelf basically with that impressive win, tag team 2-0. And these guys were my favorites, my forerunners coming out of the gate. I compare them week in and week out to a larger version of the Wrong Crowd. So those are lofty expectations. And right now, those brothers are living up to that without a doubt. I am going to start off this week with Bubba Brewer. Bubba who has joined us on pretty much all of our council meetings thus far. Bubba, give us your rundown. Give us your rundown on that match.
Before I give my rundown, I want to congratulate everybody joining the council tonight, especially Shiki. We go way back. And Dash used to come up to APWF. And Christian, congratulations, all you guys coming to the council.
Thank you,
yeah, I'm gonna.
Do you ever stop kissing everyone's ass?
I'm not an ass kid. Oh, drink your wine. Thank you for showing up, Christian. But anyway, I took Ocean Inc., Paul, so I got to eat some sour grapes because I was looking for the upset, and it didn't happen. And now Ocean Inc. is no longer. So I don't know. But, Paul, council members, I believe that Ocean Inc., if they would have capitalized more on the leg, they could have upset them on that match. I think there's some kryptonite in Warhoss. I do believe that, and I seen it in that match.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy employed by Ocean Inc. They went after the big man, the bigger of the two men. And, I mean, in saying that, it sounds crazy when the little guy's 285 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They went after the big 350-plus pound Pat the Bruiser, and they tried to chop the tree down. Very interesting strategy by those men.
That's why they're on the shelf. They tried to take out the biggest guy, and now they're crumbled.
All right. Shiki, I'm going to get your thoughts on that match right now, brother. How did this break down for you?
Well, I watched it. I think I watched it twice. Once before we came on and one yesterday. And, me being a part of a tag team for so long, most of my career was with a tag team partner. Now, these guys that looked like the well-oiled machine, they looked like they knew what they were doing. As far as taking it to OSHA, they put it on them. They put it on them real good. But the only pet peeve I have is that these boys, these big Hoss, what are they called? Warhoss?
Yes.
Sort of new to these guys. What's the other fella's name? Not the long-haired one, the other fella.
Crosshairs Kelly.
Crosshairs Kelly. There was a moment in the match where his partner went to tag him, and he just looked at him like it was a heel turn coming on. And I didn't know who was the face team or who was the heel team, because it's like I said, this is my first time witnessing these guys. But they were, to be 2-0 coming out of the gate, very impressive. I was impressed. But you guys got to work on that tag team, that charisma that gets tag teams over, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, that continuity, that trio, and that's coming down the road. These guys do definitely travel. As a matter of fact, I had a small conversation with Crosshairs this past week, and they are picking up bookings all over the country right now as a result of Fight Underground. So people are looking at these guys. So they're going to be traveling together a lot lately, and I think that continuity.
That's because this is the hottest independent show going today, Paul.
Without a doubt, Bubba. Without a doubt, my man.
I'll give them mad props. I really do. They got that well-oiled machine look going on, and they're going to go somewhere. I see tag team championships in their future. Without a doubt,
they are. Like I said, I think they're a bigger version of the Wrong Crowd, and we all know what we did back in the day. So I'm going to kick this one next over. I'm going to kick this over to you, Christian. Warhoss and Ocean Inc. Let's get your thoughts, brother.
Honestly, I mean, I'll be real. I had my bet set on Ocean Inc. mainly because just like Bubba, I wanted to see the upset. But OSHA, they had it right. They jumped on them very early. They kind of tried to cut them off right then and there. But Warhoss just really turned it around. I appreciate how they really try to get, like you said, the bigger guy. But like you said, they're both big guys going into it. So, Warhoss, I wasn't too surprised that they won. Even though I haven't spent too many years in this, but I've been in a few tag teams. I ran the Warhoss before, and Crosshairs Kelly did give me a shot, knock me out. So what when I saw Warhoss pick up the victory. Was big two surprise. But I'll give it to OSHA. They came with a good strategy, a good plan, but I think that's Warhoss's bigger abilities to adapt to what's going on, and they adapted, overcame OSHA, and apparently I have to eat my own words. Go Warhoss.
These guys are definitely bringing a package right now at Fight Underground. That's for sure. They made short work of both of their opponents so far, so it's going to be interesting to see what tag teams can come in the Fight Underground and take these young men on. Boomer Payne's with us here again this week. Boomer, I'm going to kick this one to you now and get your thoughts on the tag team match that we saw this past week, Warhoss and OSHA Inc.
Warhoss was impressive, and they have been nothing but impressive ever since coming into Fight Underground. I will say this, and I might get a little bit of heat for stating this fact, but the previous weeks, and in this match in particular, I have seen mistakes by most of these fighters in the aspect of, if you have your opponent down, why would you pick them up off the mat? Especially when you've got Pat the Bruiser on his back, why would you pick him up? A very bad mistake. That is a rookie mistake. Keep him. You got the big man down. Keep him down on the ground. But Warhoss is impressive, and they. I think that they are really going to maybe run the table and could be undefeated throughout Fight Underground's history.
Well, that is definitely not necessarily a bold statement, but a very true statement as far as that goes. And yeah, I mean, OSHA is a seasoned tag team to make that mistake. I mean, they obviously didn't scout their match with the good guys in that. Pat the Bruiser, that one big punch.
They didn't capitalize.
Leave the big man on the mat. I got to agree with you, Boomer. I got to agree with you. I don't know why you would get that man back up on his feet. Obviously, he can throw that lights out punch even on one leg. So, Dash Bennett, I am going to bring you into the conversation right now. I want again a tag team wrestler that you are, a very successful tag team. You were a part of the Premier Players. Let's get your thoughts on this tag team match we just had this past week.
Well, Paul, you made a comparison to the wrong crowd, but I'm going to make another comparison with this team. They remind me of a young team of the War Raiders. Ray Rowe and Hanson, now known as the Viking Raiders in the WWE, they remind me of a young version of that team. And I think that I'm absolutely a fan after seeing them go twice in Fight Underground. I think that they can go undefeated. As it's been said, I see them being very, very dominant in Fight Underground. Absolutely.
All right, very good. Justin Idol is on the line with us after having a week off to rest himself up. Justin, I want to get your thoughts here. If you can find your unmute button there for a second. Come on into the conversation, brother.
Oh, I'm here. Everyone's compared Warhoss to a young I don't even know what Dash is talking about. Sheiky over there comparing them to other teams. Paul comparing them to other teams. They don't compare them to anyone. Everyone else should be compared to them. And that being said, I think I'm going to be putting out a video next week. Hey, I think they could use some mentorship. Some very intelligent mentorship. And I think I'm the guy, because we all know I'm one of the greatest tag wrestlers in the tri-state area. Yeah, that's excuse me.
They don't need your help.
You don't need my help.
I don't need your help.
A bit too much.
That's a bold statement.
I'm telling you. Let me count the time. Let's see, multiple time NWA's tag team champion, North American tag team champion, singles champions. Of course, I'm talking about myself, not Justin Idol. I'm not running.
Yeah. Can you? That's all hearsay. Can you prove it though? I don't think so,
brother. It's in the record books. It's in the record books.
No,
a cage match.
I don't want.
I guess what I'm trying to say, Justin, is who did you ever beat?
How dare you?
Oh well. Yeah, I see you still haven't done anything with that wall either.
I'm not doing this week.
All right. Well, anyway, like we stated, we saw the aftermath after this match, and we only saw Warhoss because, as I said before, OSHA Inc. is on the shelf, specifically Sandwich. So I don't know where Dustin Vane and Ronnie Starks go from here. So it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on in the future, at least as far as, what is going to go on with OSHA, if they can pick it back up, or if Dustin's going to just go right into the singles competition. It's going to
seems like they got to rebuild now. They got so destroyed. They got so destroyed from Warhosses because I had eat my words because I did take them, and he didn't capitalize, and the building crumbled upon them. So they evacuated.
Without a doubt. And as we've touched on several times throughout this segment, 2-0 for Warhoss, and that is definitely a big deal for these guys.
It is.
So we're going to slide on into a little something here that we got special this week. We're going to take a little moment here, and I believe we got that queued up. Let's go ahead and go into this special segment.
Justin Idol, you are now targeted. You will pay for all of your wrongdoings. The pain you will feel will make you wish you thought twice. Justin, I will end you. You have no idea what you started, what demon you have summoned. Your family will cry after they see what is in store for you. Justin Idol, please, before it starts, you can end it simply by you apologizing. That is all you have to do. If no apology is made on this week's council meeting, then your invitation to your own personal hell will indeed be a first-class ticket. You have been warned. You have the power to end this. Be sorry or be targeted. The choice is now yours.
Well, he definitely pissed somebody off.
Oh, I did not know that was coming, to be honest. I just knew we had a special video package, but what in the hell just happened? Justin, who in the world?
You're pissed at somebody's cornflakes, brother.
I'm telling you, Justin, what's going on, man? What the
It's not me.
I know I've cut a scary promo once back, like a couple of them, but that one ain't me.
I dropped my pen. What happened?
Apparently somebody's gunning for you, brother, and
No. I saw it. That's copyright infringement. It's someone should sue him for taking all those clips. And how did he get those pictures of me? It's impossible. There's no way he could have got that many pictures of me. I don't know. I mean, who or she? I don't know, because there's no way. I mean, this is my theory that I don't think that was his real voice. I don't think so. No. Okay, seriously, no, seriously, guys. All joking aside, with Bubba, was that you?
No, I wish it was, because that was one ugly girlfriend you had on there. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, joke's on you, pal. I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that's why, because we all seen her. Someone don't like you, and I like it. It's not me. I wish it was.
Yeah. You might want to look into changing them cheap locks on your house, there, brother. Apparently, somebody's been raiding your personal stash of photographs, and
took out your scrapbook.
They're not too happy with you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Holy hell, man!
Hey, Justin, just prepare your apologies. Save him the trouble of whooping your.
Shut up, Shiki.
Oh, hey,
Noir. It was Noir. It had to be Noir. It was Christian. It was obviously Christian. I mean, I've whooped your ass so many times. You're just angry and deflated. I understand. It's okay. And
I don't look. I whooped your ass too. And trust me, if it was me cutting this, I would be behind you right now, drilling black stuff all over your head. Right now, I'm in Louisiana.
Yellow wall.
Nigger look.
I'm not. It's just we can move on because I'm
blame
really.
Boomer. You blamed everybody else, Justin. Why don't you blame Boomer also?
It wasn't
All you
Boomer.
do was blame. You've been blaming people.
Boomer's too fat and lazy to do something like that.
And you wonder why people are gunning for you.
What? I'm so uncomfortable right now. Just.
You might want to check the window locks while you're at it there.
I didn't even know that was on the show tonight. I'm not even kidding. That was Are you guys messing with me? I'm serious.
All I was told was there was a video package that we needed to play. I had no preview of it. First time for you, first time for me, kid.
Hey, bro.
I know from a voodoo man, you might want to do a circle of salt.
I'll tell you, when the voodoo guy is giving you advice, brother, you pissed somebody off bad.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Seriously.
All right. Justin's looking real uncomfortable here, so I'm going to try to shift gears here real quick.
Check them drawers, brother. I smell fear.
So, where we're going here now is, we have been.
Good thing I wore my brown pants.
I see that. Anyway, moving along.
Moving along. I'm sorry. Moving along. Okay. I'm done. Proceed. I'm sorry. I'm
good?
just.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Can I continue now? Is it okay? All right. Thanks, Justin. Thanks. Sip your drink. You'll be fine. What's behind you? It's too easy. It's too easy. So let's talk about this past month of all the video content that Fight Underground has been putting out. And it has been a lot of in-ring competition. It has been interviews. It has been inside out. It has been council meetings, various promos. And I have the pleasure of announcing that we have had 50,000 plus views on our Underground Showdowns.
Nice.
10,000 plus views on our council reveals. 10,000 plus views on our promos and hype videos. 500 views for Inside Out and the council meetings prior to the showdowns. All told, we are well over 75,000 views for our content. And this is just our first month of putting out things. We are on our way. I mean, we said this from the very beginning, from the very first council meeting before we ever booked or put together a single match, that Fight Underground was going to be the place to be. And this is just, well beyond anything that I could ever have thought of in our first month of content. Bubba Brewer, man, I know you're involved in podcasts outside of Fight Underground. Tell us, brother, how big is this?
Well, this is huge because when you're doing social media and you're doing it and you're replaying it, it's big numbers. So we haven't even had a live event yet. So everybody is going to be on the Fight Underground train. They're all aboard, Paul. The council meetings are very interesting and in-depth every Thursday night. Everybody's got to be here Thursday to see what's going on. The fight matches are great. And then we have Justin to boot. So, down on the scale, that's where he's at. But Inside Out with Brandon K. So we have stuff. So everybody's sharing stuff, and it's moving. It's going, like you said before, global. So we get more and more hits, and we can get more and more ratings and more fans. And I love it.
It is. It's fantastic. 75,000 plus. We are on our way to six figures. We're going to be there before you know it, the way we're going right now. Boomer Payne, you got a lot of stuff going on in the Carolinas here before we started Fight Underground. What do you say about it? What can you say about this? How does this compare?
Well, I got to say this, Paul. You take a lot of us council members who are older, and we didn't have the social media platform that they have today, right? We had to pound the pavement. We had to put flyers on cars. We had to hang posters up. and you prayed, and you know, we kind of got it down to a science that you would get one paying customer for every 100 people that saw your poster, right? So to have over 75,000 views in under a month, I hate to use this phrase, but Fight Underground is killing it right now, and they're going to continue to kill it. And as Bubba said, we don't even have a live event yet. Yeah. Wait until, I mean, they're going to be lined up around the building, waiting to see this product, and we should all be excited.
Sure, we shouldn't use the word kill. We shouldn't use the word kill. That's just.
What are you?
Whoa! What's he got? A bat?
What's going on?
I got my hammer.
Oh, good. Thor's in the house.
I got my hammer.
I'm surprised you're allowed to lift it.
It's not a prop. It's not a prop. Shut up! It's not funny. It's not funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It is.
No.
This is
Well, people, there's ratings right there. A man with a plastic hammer. Oh.
I know. We're going to play that one back and forth. I know that. But
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
I might make a GIF out of that later.
Oh.
Bubba, I got to agree with you 100%, man. We're closing in on 100,000 views, and we have not even sold a single ticket yet.
Not a one.
Cheeky, you've been around this business a long time. What do you think about these kind of numbers being posted by basically a brand new promotion?
Well, I'll tell you what, Fight Underground has set the bar, people. Has set the bar. Like Bubba said, Boomer said, no live event yet. And the numbers are mind-boggling. And this is just the first month. It's mind-boggling in its own right. Bar setting, you guys, Fight Underground, it's my honor to be a part of this. And you guys are going places, and the sky's the limit.
All right. And it is an honor having you here too, brother. That's for sure. I'll tell you that for sure. Christian Noir, you're young to this business, kid. You've seen some small crowds. You've seen some big crowds. But what about the numbers we're putting out right now?
I mean, seeing such a rapid viewer base already, just like everybody else said, like you can only imagine what it's going to be like when we're allowed to have like crowds and all that lined up, packed buildings. When you have things like this are taken off on social media and all these people are seeing it, closing at 100,000, so you can just about guarantee the popularity of this. Because I have guys from Ohio asking me, I can't wait to see this when it's lined up. Virginia, New York. I even got friends there in Louisiana who are legitimately asking me like, I actually want to come up there and see what's going on up there. So it's building, and it's going to just keep drawing people in. And there's nowhere to go but up. It's going to keep going. And being part of the younger generation of wrestlers, where it's like a lot of the social media, a lot of people pay attention to this. Even more people want to even come down and see it. But like, hey, I want to be a part of this roster too. I want to come to Fight Underground. It's something so different and something so great. Like, I'm glad to be a part of it with all of y'all. Really appreciate that.
All right, Christian. Thank you, brother. Dash Bennett, again, another one of those older guys who have been up and down the road pre-social media days. We're putting up some serious numbers, kid. What do you think about it?
Definitely riding a wave of momentum at this point. I'll say it. These numbers are going to continue to go up. They're going to continue to raise. We're going to continue to build that momentum. And by time we're able to put on a live event, I think we're going to be packing the house because people are going to be so thirsty for pro wrestling and specifically for the Fight Underground roster.
All right. Justin Idol, if you can come out from under your desk there. Let's get your thoughts on it.
What are we talking about?
The massive numbers that Fight Underground is putting on, man.
Yeah, they're awesome. Good numbers. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Ow! Oh, dog! Get out of here! Don't bump against my leg like that.
The numbers keep going up with him. I'm telling you. He's gonna sleep with one eye open tonight.
If you feed that dog once in a while, he wouldn't be nipping at your heels, man.
I think that Justin sleeps every night.
I wish somebody was knocking on his door right now. That'd be funny.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would be. Why do you piss people off? If you wouldn't piss people off, Justin, you wouldn't have this problem.
These are facts.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. All right. Well,
I love shutting them up.
All right. Well, I'm going to say thank you to all of our fans out there who have helped make these numbers possible, obviously, by watching our content. And we have content going pretty much Sunday through Thursday, each and every week. And the replays, everybody's just flocking to Fight Underground. And I want to thank all the people out there for keeping up with the views. We're going to move on now to our Headlock On segment, where we take an in-depth look at one specific fighter. And the fighter that we have chosen for this week is Zeke Mercer. Very young man to this business. Another one, probably only about 20 years old.
Oh, God.
Trained by Quinn Magnum. He's like your perennial underdog. He's running circles with the Rev and AJ Alexander. This guy is he's trying to put himself on the map. And Justin, I know you got some thoughts on Zeke Mercer, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with you.
Yeah, I'm back. That definitely snapped me out. Zeke Mercer. Are you kidding? And his mentor's even worse. Oh man. Oh, Zeke. I don't know. I mean, he's okay, I guess. Okay at best. I really, truthfully, hand to God, I have nothing to say about him. Nothing. So I don't know. He looks like he buys his wrestling gear at Walmart. I don't know. He could use a few trips to McDonald's. I don't know. That's about all I got.
All right. Not a man of many words, and that doesn't have a lot of words right now for young Zeke Mercer. Justin, what's behind your flag there?
Paul! Oh my gosh.
It's just too easy. Bubba Brewer, let's talk about the young upstart Zeke Mercer.
Hey, I believe Zeke is probably the youngest, maybe in Fight Underground. Pretty close to being
Pretty
the youngest.
close to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that young lion, I mean, he's getting his knowledge from Boomer. Okay, and Boomer knows a lot of stuff, and if he's soaking all that in, like Justin's sitting there talking about Zeke in a negative connotation, which I don't care for that, because I like the young kid up and coming, and maybe one of these days he can shut Justin's mouth up. But I like he's young. He can only go up from here, and he's been around, like you said, with Rev, AJ Alexander. So he's been around in a young career. So, hey, he's going to have the ball in Fight Underground, and with Boomer's knowledge, he could score. So I can't wait to see him in Fight Underground.
All right. And like you said, he's being mentored currently by the man I'm going to bring in next, Boomer Payne. Boomer, you spent a lot of time with this young man. Give us your thoughts on Zeke Mercer. Is he learning from you? Is he soaking in the information? What's going on with the kid?
I am in constant contact with Zeke Mercer, almost on a daily basis. We throw chats back and forth. The kid wants to learn. The kid is athletically gifted. He's got a world of potential. He just needs a little bit of fine tuning. He needs to believe a little bit more in himself. That's the biggest thing that I've seen in this kid, is he doesn't have the self-confidence he needs to be a star. But he's got all the tools. He's got all the accolades. And honestly, I do believe, and I would put money on, that Zeke Mercer could be anybody on the roster. I really believe that. He's got the tools to do it. He's got the tools to do it, trust me. He just needs a little fine-tuning. A little bit more self-confidence, and the kid's going to the sky's the limit.
All right. Lofty words from the man mentoring young Zeke Mercer. Cheeky brother, what are your thoughts on this man, young Zeke Mercer?
Well, like everybody's saying, if he follows Boomer's tutelage, the kid can go anywhere and defeat anyone. He has to, like you said, pick up his confidence. He's a firecracker. This kid, he's got potential to be a real champion. Let him loose. And with the two guys, Boomer and Quinn Magnum, this kid is going to be phenomenal.
All right. Dash Bennett, I'm going to bring you in on this conversation. What do you think of our young man, Zeke Mercer?
Well, I've had a chance to step in the ring with Zeke Mercer. When I was training for a short comeback last year, Zeke was one of the guys that I got in the ring with beforehand. I also wrestled him in my last match last December. And I will honestly say this after stepping in the ring with him, that Zeke Mercer is the most underrated wrestler in the Pittsburgh area. He definitely has the heart. He definitely has, he has a lot of tools at his disposal. And I think that with Boomer's tutelage, he is going to continue to improve, and he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed.
All right, very good. Christian, I know you've spent some time in the training dojos with Zeke Mercer. He was training somewhere around the same time you were. One young man to another. Let's get your thoughts on Zeke Mercer.
Personally with Zeke Mercer, I remember watching him train, and of course, I always love to rough up the new guys, but the thing I always respected about Zeke, he came from an amateur wrestling background just like I had. So me and him will always spend a lot of time training together. And just like he said, he has a lot of potential, but he needs that fine tuning. Like he needs to really find himself as it is. And I don't think I think Boomer is a great mentor for him to help iron him out, because even when I went down south to go do a show for Boomer, the way that he crafts and like really mentors a lot of people down there, I feel like Zeke could really learn a lot from that, and that'll be a great experience from him.
All right, very good. So it looks like from here on out, it looks like we're hoping at least to see nothing but good things from Zeke as long as he continues to follow down that path. And while we're on the subject of Zeke Mercer, I've got to talk about our next showdown, Underground Showdown number 7, coming up this week, where you will see, of course, the face-off, the match itself, and then following up with the post-fight interviews at ringside. And then we will have the aftermath over. And that is going to showcase young Zeke Mercer and his opponent that night. Justin, you might want to listen into this. You remember those contracts? You remember those contracts I was talking about a couple of weeks ago? Well, your name is on that contract, son. Underground Showdown number 7 is Zeke Mercer against Justin Idol.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I love this already.
He's choking. He choked on his grape juice.
Wait. You serious? Me and Zeke in the ring together next week. Oh, that's a gift, Paul. That is a gift.
Yes, I gave Zeke a gift. I gave him in the ring. I gave Zeke a gift.
That's not what I meant, Paul. That's not what I meant.
Hey, you've been the one saying, hey, you're a member of the active roster. You're going to show everybody what's going on. Who better to put you in the ring with the youngest upstart in Fight Underground? Zeke Mercer.
I hope he slaps a taste. I hope he slaps that grapefruit juice right out of your mouth. Right?
He's going to, Bubba. He really is.
Good.
And I tell you what, I would be remiss if I didn't handle this the way we handle it each and every week. Bubba, I'm going to start with you. Zeke Mercer, Justin Idol. Who you got, brother?
I'm taking Zeke Mercer hands down, Justin. Ooh. You're pointing at me too. I can point at you. I don't have an American flag behind me, but I can point. I'm taking Zeke. Zeke's gonna beat you, Justin, and shut you up.
You're stupid.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, Sheiky, baby. I'm going to get your prediction on this match. Justin Idol, Zeke Mercer. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the crafty veteran, Justin Idol.
That's right.
Just because I feel that he needs to sharpen his skills, and he's going to be in the ring with one of the guys, one of the boys.
One of the
he's going to
best.
take it to him. Let's hope he takes it to him. I'm not taking nothing from the kid. I want him to show me that he can take the top talent and Fight Underground and do business with. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got you, brother. I read you loud and clear. Dash Bennett, we're going to bring you in here, babe. We're going to go Justin Idol, Zeke Mercer. Who you got?
I mean, I said Zeke Mercer is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated wrestlers in the Pittsburgh area. However, Justin is one of those savvy veterans that I've been in the ring with. I mean, Zeke's got an uphill battle. I know Boomer's been mentoring him, but I don't know if he has what it takes just yet to finish the job against Justin Idol. But we'll see. I could be wrong.
Okay. All right. Christian, you are young guy to young guy. Zeke Mercer, Justin Idol. What do you got?
Oh, this is hard.
No, it's not.
I went.
No, it's not.
You know what? I was on your. No, I was on your side for a second, but you know what? I've beaten you before, and you know what? With Boomer's help, I believe Zeke can beat you too. So you know
Nice.
what? Zeke Mercer.
That's
All
two.
right.
That's
You know
two.
what? You're not coming to my third wedding. You're not coming.
You mean?
So nice he did it 3 times, huh? All right. Just remember, every time you got to give away half your shit, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, but I still got half of it. So
What's half?
Yeah.
What's half of nothing? Nothing.
All right, I'm going to bring in the mentor himself now, Boomer Payne. Your boy Zeke Mercer, the man you are mentoring against Justin Idol. What do you think? Is Zeke ready for the challenge?
Without a doubt, Zeke Mercer will win this match. He will upset Justin, and I'm going to take nothing away from Justin Idol because, as we all know, I'm a big fan of Justin Idol. I think that he's very, call me a mark. Look, I'm my world's biggest mark. I love me some me, and I love me some Zeke Mercer defeating Justin Idol. Mark it down. That's 3 votes.
That's
for
three.
Zeke.
Three.
Three. Third time's a charm, baby.
We're going to shut him up.
All right, I'm going to bring in my 2 cents to this whole thing, and I've seen Zeke. I've been out of the business long enough that I haven't been able to actually work with Zeke other than to see him in the ring. I have been in the ring with Justin Idol on numerous occasions, and I've got to say, as far as what's going on here, I think Justin's going to be looking over his shoulder after that video reveal that we had a little bit earlier, because I don't know what's going on. I'm taking Zeke Mercer.
Yeah.
I'm taking Zeke Mercer.
Four.
I think the young man is going to upset Justin, because I think, Justin, you're just a little out there right now. You got a little too much on your plate, kid. So
is that a fat joke? Is that a fat joke? My cardio isn't that good right now. It doesn't mean I have a lot on my plate.
You better get your cardio going for next week.
I know.
Get your cardio for next week, then.
Can we? Let's push it back to the 2 more.
Age.
Let's push it back like another week, and then I'll be ready. I'll get time to hit the treadmill. Let's push it back a week.
Not
cool.
Sorry, contracts are signed. Everything's set. I mean, I'm sorry to kid. I know the kid's half your age. You're like pushing 40
Don't push
now.
that back.
Hey, it's not nice.
So we are going to see our council member Justin Idol in the ring with Zeke Mercer coming up. Now,
this has not been one of his best shows with all these announcements in that video. Justin, I just want to say, I think it's been the worst council meeting video live, because there's nobody that likes you, Justin. And look what happened. It's uncanny of what's going on.
He takes a week off and his life falls apart.
I got an ulcer.
You got something going on, that's for sure.
Don't discredit Justin Idol. He can still get the job done in the ring. I have full faith in him. Zeke, Zeke, please prove me wrong, but Justin Idol can still get it done.
I'm
Close.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Justin, because he's been up and down, but
he's been around the block, Dash, but I think he's just going to be too winded because his mind's not going to be in the game. And that's why I'm also taking Zeke.
Mama, shut up!
You also have to take in the fact that the new kid will do some kind of error that'll just turn this match right around and put it in Justin's favor. So you got a little inexperience with
Boomer's the factor, Cheeky. Boomer is the factor.
True. Take nothing from Boomer.
Boomer's not a factor.
Boomer's not the match for him.
Well, we will come this time next week. We will know whether Justin Idol could pull this off or not, or if the young upstart Zeke Mercer will have his first win in Fight Underground. So, if nothing else, this is going to be one interesting meeting next week, one way or another. We're either going to have
I'm looking forward to it.
Ratings. Watch, going through the roof, Paul. This match here right now, everybody and their brother is going to be watching.
Justin Idol's going to be so
Wait.
full of himself next week we can't stand him, or he may take another week off if he loses.
Wait, when I win, this means, though, that I will be the #1 ranked wrestler and fighter in the Fight Underground. That means I'm the man. And Bubba, you'll have to admit that I am the #1 ranked wrestler in the Fight Underground.
I can't see that.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Calling
Yeah,
you out, Bubba.
It's all Rev.
We may-
It's all Rev's #1.
We could put it to a vote afterwards and see. But you know what? You got to win the match first, Justin. Don't get ahead of
Yeah.
yourself, man.
I'll say if you beat Zeke, it will be considered, if anything.
Yeah. You'll be in the top 5. Yay.
Bubba, you got the Rev. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, he's all.
That
#1.
kid is full. He's
Yep.
full tilt.
Yeah,
This
hey.
kid.
The man with the very first win in Fight Underground is the Rev Ron Hunt.
I like
So.
him, and I was asked to vote to who my choice was, and he is #1 in my book.
That's why you're the
Absolutely.
Sheiky.
He walked away with 19 first place votes, like we said last week. That's how he got that top position. So
And I was one of them.
I can't
All
wait
right,
for
we-
next week. I can't
Me
wait for
too.
next week. Now.
I'm so pumped. Let's jump back. Let's jump forward.
Oh, you guys can't wait for next week? That's cute. That's
No.
cute.
In your favor, though, brother. My side. You
Yeah.
can't let me down.
No, yeah.
Why
You're my only friend, Shiki. You complete me.
Oh Lord.
I,
Am I your yin to your yang? Huh?
I think the pressure's starting to get to Mr. Idol here.
My head is spinning. Oh.
All right, let's shift. We're going to shift.
That video messed him up.
We're going to give Justin a chance to take a breath here. We've got another Fight Council reveal coming up here right now. Another member to our Fight Council. Well, let's hit that big reveal right now. He is the ring announcer extraordinaire, the one, the only,
Uh-oh.
Hank Hudson.
Yes.
Oh,
Hank
Yes.
Hudson,
Wow.
man, he is
love it.
legendary around the area. He has
my man.
volumes and volumes of information on wrestling in the tri-state area.
Whew.
And he has been around longer probably than most of us on the council. Like I said, he's been pushing it out there. He's got volumes of information. We have got Hank Hudson on the Fight Council, and I think that is one great addition that we have coming up here with the Fight Council. Hank Hudson, we all want to welcome you to our Fight
Congratulations.
Council.
Yes. Congrats, Hank.
Absolutely.
So
How
each
many
and
people
every week.
How many people though, Paul, could recite Hank's entrance to a
Oh,
show.
it's legendary. It's legendary.
Let's do it right now.
It is legendary, and I tell you what, it took a long time. We actually got Hank to swear on the mic, so that was like pulling teeth there. The man has always carried himself very professional.
Who's ready for some knockdown?
Some knockdown.
Drag out.
Gal.
pillar to post,
The
wall
post.
to wall,
Wall.
rock 'em, sock 'em.
Sock 'em.
Kick butt wrestling.
That's it. He is
Let's
the
hear
man. Hank, that's it. Each and every week, the council grows with more and more talent and more knowledge. It is fantastic, and we are going to pull this into a close right now. We are, like I said, be with us coming up. Inside Out with Brandon K will be on Sunday night this week, 8 o'clock Sunday night. Brandon K will be back with his Inside Out show. Council members and members of the Fight Underground roster will be there to talk about the things that are coming up in Fight Underground. Also, then Monday we will have the pre-fight conference between Justin Idol and Zeke Mercer.
Nice.
We will have on Tuesday will be the match itself between Zeke Mercer and Justin Idol, followed by the aftermath. And then next Thursday night, we will be right back here live to discuss exactly what was going on. Hopefully Justin's changed his locks, maybe got an alarm system by then. I don't know what's going on here. I just know
Mhm.
he made somebody mad, and that plastic hammer is really not doing much for
Mhm.
you. So,
They don't mean it. They don't mean it.
He's definitely not the god of thunder, that's for sure.
It's easy to make enemies in this business real quick.
it is. Trust me, I've been on the wrong side of several individuals that I had to think twice about. So, one thing I do have to make this quick announcement here before we wrap this up is there is a new Fight Council member who will be returning to the United States, coming back to the U.S., and that announcement will drop very shortly. We are going to go out of the Fight Council meeting this week, though, with our newest challenge to enter Fight Underground, our newest challenger, John Roden.